Oh hey, video Q&A time. We are... Sometimes I get kind of awkward in front of the camera, so I apologize in advance. I'm going to go through all these questions chronologically, so the newest questions will be last. But first I have a joke. So, there's these two whales swimming in the sea. The one whale turns to the other whale and says, And then the second whale takes his headphones out and says, "I'm sorry, what did you say?" So the first whale says, because he's a whale. So, favorite Pixar movie? Go. And I'm gonna speak these as I feel like you're asking them. Like I'm gonna guess by your punctuation and grammar how you said this. So, favorite Pixar movie? Ready, go! Shoot, man, all of them. I think my favorite Pixar movie probably hasn't come out yet because the Monsters Inc. sequel, Monsters College or whatever it's called, looks really, really funny. Huge Toy Story fan, grew up with it. You know what? I'm just going to pull up a list of Pixar movies right now because Pixar feature films. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I pretty much love all of these. I did not like Cars 2. Not a fan of Cars 2. I haven't seen Brave yet either, so I don't know if that's good or not. But yeah, Up, WALL-E, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Toy Story, The Incredibles, Ratatouille. They're all amazing. So sorry I don't have a specific answer for that. The greatest moment. Describe the greatest moment of your entire life. I could take that in a lot of different directions. I mean, as far as well-being, the greatest moment of my life was when I got saved and became a follower of Jesus. Greatest moment of like fun or joy that I've ever had in my entire life. Oh geez, I don't know. Something at a festival, I'm sure, at a concert. Last summer at Sunshine Festival, Family Force 5 hosted a late night like rave inside of like a hockey rink, which was insane and was a ton of fun. And that's definitely up there for sure. Going skiing was up there. Took a trip to California one summer, which was great. But definitely not like one specific moment that's just like bam, greatest. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I see myself celebrating the 10-year anniversary of you asking me this question. Everybody's invited. Where do I see myself? Geographically, I have no idea where I see myself. I love Nebraska, and I have a lot of family and people that are very dear to me here. But I know there's also a lot of other great places in the world. I mean, I would guess probably somewhere not on a coast. Kind of like probably between like Colorado and like Appalachians, somewhere in that area. But I have no idea. Where do I see myself as far as like my life? Um, hopefully I'll be pastoring a church that I've planted. Um, I'd like to have a family. I'd like to have a wife, and definitely would like to have kids. Like kids, are what I look forward to more than anything in this life. So yeah, I would really like to have kids a lot. Question for video: what is your favorite Old Testament story? I'm not a huge Old Testament buff. I need to do a better job of reading Old Testament scripture. Favorite Old Testament story? Maybe Daniel. Gosh, I don't know. That's tough. There's a lot of really good ones. I think I love how. I don't read it enough, but the Old Testament, like I love how it is a foreshadowing or like a precursor to Jesus. Being the fulfillment of everything in the Old Testament. So I love like how the law and like the sacrificial system is a foreshadowing of Jesus. Being the ultimate sacrifice. I love how the prophets are like a foreshadowing of Jesus being the revealed word to us. Yeah, so like I guess I don't know a specific story. I like the story of Daniel a lot. I like David. David's cool. Um, but I like the idea of the Old Testament. I guess. Sorry, I'm doing a terrible job of answering these questions. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Favorite sport to play? Basketball for sure. I love basketball. I almost there was a point in time where I could have went like a few different directions as far as like career wise, and almost like really like took steps to commit to want to be a basketball coach like for a career. Love basketball, love playing it. Favorite sport to watch? Probably football. Yeah, I love watching football. I love playing football too, but I don't get to play like tackle football anymore. Since I'm not in high school and I'm not good enough. So I miss that. But like playing flag football is a lot of fun. Ultimate frisbee is fantastic. Frisbee golf, even more fantastic. But yeah, basketball's a lot of fun, and football's a lot of fun to watch. Hey love, do you have a Twitter? Yes, I do. At James_Whiteman, WIGHTMAN. And if you don't think that that's spelled right, you're wrong, because it's spelled the same way as light and fright and night and tight, sight. Plenty of ites that are spelled the same way. So I don't want to hear it. What? What's your favorite book? The Bible! Oh wait, oh yeah, no. Favorite book, I have a lot of them. I don't have favorite anything. Oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Favorite book. Read it if you haven't. I like a lot of other books. I would say that's probably my favorite. I like fantasy, I like sci-fi, I like stuff that's just, if you like wit and you like dry humor and just something that's like clever and smart, read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, please. But no, seriously, the Bible. How often do you wash your hair? Same amount that everyone else does, like weekly, once a week, or... Do you like birch trees? I'm for them. What's your favorite bird? A yellow canary that can swim. What's your biggest irrational... I know who's asking all these questions, so... What's your biggest irrational fear? Spiders. huge arachnophobic. Like I will hyperventilate. I might cry. I'll be frozen in place. I won't be able to go back into a room that has a spider in it. Can't. And I know that I know it's irrational. Like my brain just like I know that I shouldn't be scared of spiders, but I am. They're so scary. Favorite book of the Bible, Hebrews. Hebrews is wow, incredible. I led a Bible study over Hebrews during the summer, and it's just crazy how I really wish I knew who wrote it. Just so so I could be like thankful that like that God you worked through that person. But it's crazy how the author of Hebrews is just like the idea is so simple, but it's not at all. Like so, the basic idea is like how Jesus is better than everything. He's better than the law. He's better than the prophets. He's better than Moses. He's better than angels. He's better than, like insert thing in your life that you don't think Jesus is better than. And it just has like this amazing flow. It's like Jesus is better. Why? Here's why. Okay, once again, by the way, Jesus is better. You need more reasons. Okay, here's some more reasons why he's better. And it's just like it goes into like what I was talking about with the Old Testament. Just being like Jesus being the fulfillment of that. Love that book. Read it all the time. Romans gets a shout out as a runner up. Just how awesome is Hope? Hope is great. She, Hope picks her nose and eats her boogers. Hope is smart and nice. Funniest person I know. Yeah, no, Hope is really great. I enjoy Hope a lot. She's a good friend and she's very kind and very sweet. What's your best childhood memory? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I might think of that later, but I'm just going to skip it for now. Favorite superhero? Probably Spidey or the Tick. Just kidding. Yeah, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. I didn't really like grow up liking Batman, but like I'm a big Batman fan after the Batman movies. Probably Spider-Man. In what way do you feel you express yourself best, i.e. words, writing, artistic medium? Probably writing letters. Yeah, writing in general. I like to be very careful with my words, and I can say exactly what I want to say when I write. I feel like I have a good grasp of language. And so then also, writing in general, if I'm speaking something, like if I'm presenting something that I've written, like if I'm preaching, that's also kind of the same thing. I know exactly what I want to say. I struggle in like conversation sometimes, I guess, because I can't take time and think about it. So probably writing, and specifically writing letters. What's your favorite thing about life? And tell us about the best date you ever went on. Well, I haven't really been on dates. I've only had 2 legitimate relationships in my life. One of them lasted 3 months. The other one lasted 2 months. And just didn't really have a lot of chances. I mean, we spent a lot of time together, but didn't have a lot of chances to have date nights. The only thing that even is applicable to this category at all would be last I don't know what night it was, but it was the week of New Year's in Denver, in downtown Denver. We went out and we went ice skating downtown. There's this rink just outside, and it was really neat. and just Denver is gorgeous, especially with Christmas lights. And we did that, and then we went and got like McDonald's or something because everywhere was closed, and I was like really frustrated, but whatever. We mostly just like walked around, and that was really fun. But other than that, like I've asked a lot of girls out on dates, and I've had a lot of girls say no. What's my favorite thing about life? Besides Jesus, concerts. Where am I from? Born in Sioux City, Iowa, in 1989. What sports? What sports team are you interested in from your place of residence? Since you asked me about sports and you seem really interested by them. I'm a big Nebraska fan. Oh, I forgot to tell where else I was from. Born in Sioux City, moved to Jamestown, North Dakota. James. When I was 2 or 3. Lived there till I was 8, 9, something, 3rd grade. Then we moved down to Columbus, Nebraska. Went to school in Rising City, Nebraska. Excuse me. 20 minutes south of there, high school and middle school. And then went to college at Wayne State College, which is in northeast Nebraska. And now I live in Lincoln, which is the capital and is southeast. So I'm a big Nebraska fan. Kind of a Kansas City Chiefs fan, not really. I don't really follow the NFL. Mostly just Nebraska stuff. And I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan, but that's not my place of residence, so I don't know if that counts. I'm sorry for not answering that properly. If you had to boil down your testimony to one word, what would it be? Probably just grace. Yeah, I think I'd probably just boil it down to grace. Just knowing the odds of like kids that grow up the way that I grew up, with the circumstances that I grew up in. Like I always like find people from my past or my childhood, like on Facebook or something like that, and then I'll like before I like add them, I'll get excited like, oh, I hope that like that they like found Jesus, or like I hope that they like made something of their life, and it's never true, and it breaks my heart, but it just goes to show how much grace God has had towards me, rescuing me from like the likelihood of how I would have ended up. So I would say grace. Who inspires you? That's a tough question. I try to I don't know. I used to idolize bands a lot. So then I went through this period of just getting rid of that. So I try to I'm very cautious of putting other human beings up on a pedestal. So who inspires me? Gosh, I don't know. My friend Sam inspires me. Makes me believe that God really can change people, which is hard for me to believe sometimes. Talk about it here. I'll do this one instead. Talk about a person who has positively influenced you the most. There's been a lot of people in my life that have influenced me in really big ways. Eric Miller is a guy that has influenced me a whole heck of a lot. We have pretty much just everything in common, and he's great. He's very gracious, a very great leading man. He's done a lot in my life for sure. So far, I would probably say he has influenced me the most positively. Tell your favorite joke. I could go on and on and on and on and on. I'm not going to tell the Cheerio joke, even though you guys would love it. One of my favorite jokes is, well, first of all, anything Helen Keller related is just great. One of my favorite jokes, what did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. Lately, my favorite joke, so there's these two muffins in an oven. The one muffin turns to the other muffin and says, "Boy, it's sure hot in here, isn't it?" And the second muffin turns to the first muffin and says, "Ah, a talking muffin!" So I like that joke a lot. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I think that's the wrong question. I mean, first of all, we need to ask, why is a woodchuck named that if he can't do it? I feel like that's a tragedy. And nobody seems to be on the woodchuck's side. So, yeah, I think we're asking the wrong question there. Oh, shoot, I forgot. Okay, real quick. Favorite Disney movie? Mighty Ducks. Any of the three Mighty Ducks movies. Describe your perfect day in each season. Oh, that's good. Spring would be like a day that's really, really warm, like unexpectedly, like it had been really cold. Everybody just gets in a great mood. And it'd be kind of probably hanging out around a campus, like sitting in the grass and like throwing a frisbee or football around. Winter, I don't know. Winter would have to involve like a hot drink of some sort, and like doing something outside that's really fun, and then coming inside and like drying off and just being lazy. Summer would be something festival related. Get wearing tank tops and like ratty jean shorts and getting really, really dirty and sweaty with music. And then fall, I don't really know about fall. Fall would probably be like going on a date and dressing really nice. In fall, like layered fall clothing. I'm not really sure about fall. Share any nicknames and stories behind them. I've had a ton over the years. I don't really have any right now. In high school, people called me Jammies a lot, just a different pronunciation of how James is spelled, and I really liked that. That was kind of a neat nickname. I had a bunch, like I had people called me Legs because like I made this one off the cuff remark about like how I thought I had nice calves when I was like a sophomore or something like that, and no one ever let me hear the end of it. My family has called me JMO for like years and years and years and years. Like certain people in my family always call me that. There's more, but and 5 things that never fail to make you smile. Okay, kittens, specifically GIFs, GIFs of kittens. There's this. Okay, so you guys, I don't know, like I can't put it on the screen or anything, but there's this GIF file of okay, so the Toronto Raptors are an NBA basketball team, and there's this file of their mascot on rollerblades, and he's like falling down, and he's like going like back and forth, like trying to save it, and his like raptor mouth is like going like this, and he just like falls like flat on his face, and every time I see that, I start like chortling or like just giggling like a child. It was so funny, and I can't stop for ages. My little cousins and kids in general never fail to make me smile. Those boys are just a treasure. I love them so much, and I just love playing with kids. Period. So that's 3, right? Yeah. hearing people's stories about how Jesus saved them always makes me smile. And just like meeting other people that know Jesus, like just randomly, like if I was like hanging out in a coffee shop and these girls next to me are just like have their Bibles open and they're studying them, that never fails to make me smile. That just makes my day. Um, and then number 5, let's say unexpected compliments from people. Just going out of their way to like show me that they appreciate me or that they enjoy me or something like that. Um, Always means a lot and definitely always makes me smile. Um, so that's it, I think. Holy smokes, we're at 26 minutes. If you guys watch this whole thing, God bless you. You probably won't. But if you did and you made it this far, congratulations. You did not win anything except knowing me a little bit better. So yeah, I'm going to get to posting this, and you guys can see it soon.